Hey guys, trying to do this a quick video. Got tickets for less than $500 to go to Paris, and I said, why not? Let's go. We did JetBlue, and they gave us this sleeping kit that had a mask and some ear plugs and a blanket. You obviously get unlimited snacks and beverages, including alcoholic ones. You do get a meal, but I didn't know, so I ended up getting me some Starbucks before the flight just to be safe because a girl be hungry. Y'all know that. This actually had, I think, like 10 seats first class that I was not aware of. It didn't show me when I booked it. But anyways, this is what the mask and the earplugs looks like that comes in the kit. I thought that was pretty neat. The first flight going was an overnight flight, so it was much needed, but I can never sleep. However, he was knocked out. And then coming back, I didn't sleep at all. But anyways, I ended up getting me a truly going and coming. This was my meal. It was a chicken salad with some green beans and some other beans. And the best thing was the green beans. This is when we landed in Paris. It's basically customs, I guess, which is neat. You just put your passport, take a picture, and you go. There is no agents, which makes the line goes really, really fast, and that was fantastic. I thought that was pretty neat. Never seen that in any other countries that I've traveled. This was our first time in Europe, though, so we were definitely excited. And this is our ride going to our Airbnb, which was outside Paris, not in Paris or the city at all, because I wanted to avoid that madness and all of that. On the way, we did see some homeless under the bridge, and it's pretty normal everywhere. So figure I recorded that way you guys know what Paris looks like. This is outside the city though still, and there is police cars everywhere, forever going to and from. I thought I was in a ghetto somewhere. But it's pretty normal and common, and I get it. No big deal. First night we had a bar tour, and we wanted to get some dinner before it. We ended up going to this Chinese spot, but the kitchen was closed, so somebody directed us to a different one, and I was in shock how everything is pre-cooked and prepared and in a freezer, which is not really ideal because smells and all of that and mixtures and ugh. But anyways, I didn't know if I was gonna eat it cold or not, but then I seen the guy that put it in the microwave, and the dumplings were good, so that was just kind of like shocking for us. While waiting for the meetup time, I ended up going into a pharmacy because we were like in a strip with a lot of different things or whatever. You guys do know I work in a pharmacy, so definitely had to pay this a visit. They did have security in there. It was pretty big, but most buildings are like long ways instead of like spread out. So, which was really interesting. But seeing your regular stuff, your first aid medications, the pharmacy counter, the security guy, cosmetics. I mean, they even had umbrellas in there. It was a lot. So figure why not do a little short video for you guys so you guys can actually get almost like the whole feel for what it was like. And this is a day and a half in Paris. Actually, it was a very short trip, and we tried to make the best of it. Then we went to a supermarket, found some mangoes, didn't buy any, unfortunately. I didn't want to carry on with stuff, especially after having to go somewhere or whatever, and we never returned, so I figured wasn't gonna buy any. But I love the Christmas trees, and I was trying to smell them to see if they smell like pine, and they did not. Kind of disappointing. But I did realize that they are very friendly over there with tourists and travelers. This was one of the bars that we went to that was worth recording, and it was inside a restaurant. You have to go through the restaurant to get to the bar, and then even when you get to the bar, there is like another VIP section in another room that you have to wait to get in. I just thought this was pretty cool. Look, I'm going through like the restaurant kitchen. Through those doors is where the bar is at. It reminds me of Fast and Furious and all the stuff in Japan and Tokyo, which I've yet to experience. So this was Mezcaleria in Paris, and it was like Mexican theme. We ended up getting some drinks with the other people from the tour, and then we also ended up getting a birria ramen and some chicken tacos that were not the best, but it is what it is. They were there, so why not? And then we took some pictures out. It was raining both days, unfortunately, and this was a stronger drink, santeria or something like that, then some other drink that I don't know what it was. And yeah, it was The drinks vary. This is the birria ramen and the chicken tacos that I was telling you about. The drinks vary between 15 to 19 euros. After that, we figured we'll go get something else because the tour guide was like, Burger King is the best. So we went to Burger King. He wanted to try it. Disappointed. Coffee halfway, milkshake halfway. Didn't even look like a milkshake. And so the fries with some onions, it's regular Burger King like we're used to. But next to it, there was a KFC, and I did look ahead of time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get me a kid's meal. Because I was saying they had this little like cheesy ball thingies. And they were so good. Oh my goodness, it was wonderful. Got me a Go-Gurt and a little wrap, an extra wrap or whatever, and some water. And a juice. And so that was like our midnight snack because we were still somewhat in our time. It's never a bad time to eat. I figured I'd take a picture with the with the chicken. And this is on day 2. We had 3 tours this day. A walking tour. This is inside the metro station. They have a Sephora, which was really interesting to me, and some other little shops where you can buy stuff, which is considered like fast food. Sandwiches and pastries and coffee and stuff like that. I ended up seeing a bird in there, which reminds me of Panama, how the birds are in the mall and the metro station. And so I was late. I did use some apps that I uploaded on a short. If you want to see it, it's called City Mapper, which saved us to not get lost. But we still didn't make it on time because I couldn't walk fast enough. The metro stations had vending machines. I thought that was pretty neat. This is us walking on the tour down the street. We missed the first church, but we ended up going to the second one. And then they kind of kicked us out because no visitors. I guess they were doing a mass. And that was pretty neat. We walked around the little city. We saw seafood stuff, markets, pastries, pie markets, and everything down the road. This one here specifically was for like a spot with painters that have licenses sit there to sell their paintings. And it's not for musicians or anything else. It's just strictly for painters, and it goes up to 99, I believe. So it was pretty interesting. Some of them still hustle on days that you're not supposed to be there, but not all the time. And this was in the Montemayor. This house was where Picasso first lived in, so that was interesting to see. And this here almost took me out, y'all. I had to sit out for like 15 minutes. By the church, they still had chocolate, hot wine, and hot dogs. I thought was very, very interesting. I didn't buy any of them. This is where the Locks of Love are at now because the bridge collapsed years ago. And so now they go around breaking them if anybody puts them on bridges. This is a store that had a story. So basically, in English, people say break a leg to wish them good luck. And in French, people say merde, which means shit. So that store sells everything shit related, I guess, for good luck. And then I was just kind of filming here, our little walk and the stores that were around. I didn't get to record any of the seafood market, which was pretty interesting because I never seen it out in the open. Luckily, there was no flies or bugs. And here is a lady with, the one on the ground was asking for money, but this is a pie shop. And then we went into a little cafe, which of course are selling breads, pastries. They sell bread, pastries, and, coffee and stuff like that. There's really nowhere to sit, which I need somewhere to sit. This is inside the metro. We were just waiting, and I was kind of shocked that there were vending machines in there, but makes sense. Then we ended up going to the Cartier store just to look at some stuff. This guy was playing jazz and the music was outstanding. I know I muted the video, but it sounded really, really good. So I figured I'd record that for you guys. Then our second tour was in a Segway, and we went to see other buildings and places that we didn't get to see with the first walking tour because it was too much to walk. I could not have managed any of that. This guy was super hilarious. I'm going to put his information on the video. The tour was fantastic, definitely worth it. Good pictures you can take, but it was definitely too cold for us to be like posting and looking super cute. Who got time for that? We're here for the experience and adventures, not to be fronting on anything. No shame on anybody, but I don't remember what any of these buildings are, so pardon me. Pardon me, because I am not really into history like that. And yeah, we were able to see the Eiffel Tower from different directions. After that tour, we were beat. My cough was hurting. We ended up going to a restaurant, spent about $60 to $80. I love the fact that in Paris, all bars and restaurants and places have the bathrooms at the bottom. Like you have to walk down to go use the bathrooms and then you come back up. I thought that was pretty freaking neat. And you get water, tap water on anything, like wherever you go to eat, you get that. So it's pretty free. You don't have to pay for water. This is on our way back to the Airbnb. We were super tired. Using the metro is super easy. I recommended use the app City Mapper and you won't get lost. So this is on our way to the airport, just showing you what it looks like on the outside. Not in Paris, but around that on the outside cities. And so, yeah. So here I wanted to show you guys, I only used Uber 4 times, spent about $100. You can see there because traffic, you will never make it. Here we just went in through security. The first security they don't make you take your shoes off, but you do have to take your jacket and any cosmetics, anything have to go in a Ziploc bag, which was kind of retarded. Anyways, and in the airport, you have all these little stores still to buy and spend your money on. I saw the little car with the candy cane, decided to take a picture. And then after that, we go through a second security check, depending on the gates that you're going to. The chairs are very comfortable, and there was one that looked like a sofa, so it's pretty convenient for somebody who wanted to like lay down after a long flight or just for waiting. We did eat something beforehand just because we didn't know if we was going to get a meal or not. The flight going back was between 6 to 8 hours, and we actually ended up getting 2 meals for free. The first one was like Brussels sprouts, carrots, and some pesto pasta. Here you can see the selections of drinks that you have. They're all for free and they're unlimited. The lady in front of me, I think, drank like a whole bottle of wine by her freaking self, but so I ended up getting a ton of water, and you do have a pantry so you can help yourself with a ton of water and snacks. Here I was watching my third movie, which was Twister. I didn't get to sleep at all, and so there was a lot of turbulence at one point, so it kind of made it look like I was in the movie. I figure I'll record that for you guys to see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.